Hey you guys, so listen to this. So recently, Makeup Revolution or I Heart Revolution, because you know that they've got like 3 brands, is like Revolution, I Heart Revolution and Revolution Pro. So the I Heart Revolution, they're the ones who make like all the chocolate bar palettes. They recently came out with the Naked, I Heart Naked or I Heart Nude chocolate bar palette, which I have done a review and a tutorial on. And then literally at the same time, they came out with 4 mini chocolate bar palettes. And I was kind of contemplating, like, do I get them? Do I not get them? Like, what do I do? Because they're just supposed to be miniatures of already existing palettes. Decided that I was going to get them, and then as soon as I went to go and buy them on the Superdrug website, I saw that they released 2 more mini highlighter palettes, and it's like, oh, now there's more for me to buy. So I just got everything. I just got everything, okay? So it came in a box and it was bubble wrapped all together like this. And here is what I got. I got the I Heart Nudes, the chocolate orange, the chocolate mint, the rose gold, the chocolate elixir glow, and the rose gold glow. So the 2 which are called glow are the highlighters. I kind of have a bone to pick with the packaging of these, but we'll get to that afterwards. So what I'm going to do is do some swatches of each of these palettes, and I do want to do like a comparison of the minis versus their large, like their older sister kind of thing. So this is the chocolate mint palette. I absolutely love the green to white ombre of the chocolate melting. I absolutely adore that. I think that's so gorgeous. And these look exactly like the mini highlighter palettes. You know, like they had a peach one and they had some other ones as well. Now here is what it looks like inside. So it comes with 8 shades and a mirror at the top. Hopefully I'm not blinding you. But that's what this one looks like. And I'm going to do a couple of swatches. So that's a few swatches of the mint chocolate chip palette. And I have to say that the mint chocolate chip palette, it does look quite a lot like the older sister. Then we have the chocolate orange. So this is the inside of the chocolate orange palette. I'm going to do a couple of swatches. So those are those swatches from the chocolate orange palette. Then we have the nudes palette. This one and the big one literally came out at the same time. And to me that was a little bit confusing. Like, I don't understand why you're bringing out big one and the mini one at the same time, but okay. And some swatches of this. So that shimmer gave me quite a bit of fallout there, but I expect that, to be honest, I really do. But yeah, those are some swatches of the nude. Okay, and then this is the rose gold. This is what the rose gold looks like on the inside. Oh, that is a pretty shade. Like, that is so pretty. I recently went into Urban Outfitters and I saw the Carly Bible palette in there, you know, the deluxe one, the big one. I saw that in there, and I swatched the display palette that they had, and this shade was basically in there, and I was contemplating buying it just for this shade. It was a little bit more on the reddier kind of tone. As you can see, this is like a duochrome, it's like pink with gold, but this one was like more of a rich pink, almost borderline red with the gold. But this is so close to it that I definitely feel like I definitely don't need to be buying that Carly Bible palette now. Okay, so now for the highlighters. This is the rose gold glow, and here is what it looks like. Oh, these feel really dry. They feel like really chalky. They don't feel smooth and buttery at all, but they swatch really nice. I can't even deny that they swatch so good. And the last one is the chocolate elixir glow, and this is what it looks like on the inside. this is what they swatch like. Again, just so metallic, like so metallic. I really like the way that this one looks, this pink one here, that is so gorgeous. But I have to say, like, this one here, it's just full of glitter. So if you're not into glitter, bear that in mind before picking this one up. Okay, so earlier on I said that I kind of had a bit of a gripe with the packaging and the way that it looks. This is the Rose Gold palette, okay, the eyeshadow palette. This is the Elixir Glow palette. They are the exact same, The color of the top dripping bit, the beige plastic, it's like it's the same. It is the exact same. And when I first got it, I was just kind of like, hold on, did they give me two of the same thing? No, they haven't. And I was kind of like, well, why would Makeup Revolution do that? Like, it's so strange. It's so strange that they've used the exact same color scheme packaging for both of these palettes. And this one is the eyeshadow palette and this one is the highlighter palette. And this one's called Rose Gold and this one's called Elixir Glow. Listen. So that was kind of like, why? And then to add insult to injury, this is the Rose Gold Glow, okay? And this is the Rose Gold palette. So you can see that this one is a little bit more shiny, like the square blocks here are shiny and the square blocks on this one is matte. So there is a little bit of a difference, but even still it's like the beige plastic packaging with the rose gold squares. The only difference is that this one is shiny and this one is matte. But it's just kind of like irritating that these two are literally the exact same packaging. Like they could have like inverted the colors on one of them and have like the rose gold at the bottom and have the beige for the chocolate blocks. Like they could have done something a little bit different for one of those palettes. And even if you're going to keep this one the same, there is a differentiating factor, which is the fact that this is shiny, like, and the other one is matte. So I don't know, that was just a little bit, it just kind of irks me a little bit, but it's not really that much of a big deal because a lot of people do store their highlighters separate from their eyeshadows, so whatever. Now let's keep in mind, I have not worn any of these on my eyes, on my face or anything. This is the first time I've ever actually touched them. I got them a few days ago, but this is the first time I'm actually touching them, so I can't really speak to the quality of the shadows until I use them. So I am going to be doing a tutorial where I probably use like one shade from each of the 4 eyeshadow palettes to create one look. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, I use one shade from each of the 4 eyeshadow palettes to create one look, and then I'll use a mixture or a couple of the highlighters from the highlighter palettes to like highlight my, like probably one shade to highlight my nose and one shade to highlight my cheeks. That way I'm incorporating everything together and being able to get an overall general feel of how these perform. On top of that, I will do another video, probably not straight away, but I will do another video where I compare each of the small palettes to their bigger sisters. And one thing I will say is, even though I haven't used these on my eyes, I feel straight away they are great for travel. They're £6 each. Even the highlighters, they're £6 each. And you know, those of you who watch me on a regular basis know my travel rule. If I'm not happy to lose it, break it, or not be able to replace it, I do not bring it nowhere with me. If I was to break or lose this palette, I could replace it. It's a £6 palette. And obviously, because it's in like their permanent range, as far as I know, it is replaceable. Like I would never take a limited edition item with me traveling, because if that breaks or gets lost or whatever, I'll be so devastated. So I think that these are great for travel. They're tiny. They fit what, 8 shades in each palette, aside from the highlighters, which are 2. So I think that they're great for they would be great for travel, just size wise, not performance wise, just size wise. So tomorrow I will be doing an eyeshadow look, as I said, and then at some point, probably not straight away, but at some point I will definitely compare these to their bigger sisters, because you know I collect all of them, y'all. Okay. So anyway, like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and put me on notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.